Good morning,
Dire
beautiful
team
people
pick.
out there, and welcome to a nice and bright and early edition of the Summit for America.
Radiant
I know
team
we're
pick.
starting off a bit earlier than we usually do, but it has been a frantic period of rescheduling a lot of these matches because they've been running alongside that Frankfurt major qualifier, so a lot of these teams need to change things up, which is understandable. So things are going to be a bit hectic. We appreciate your patience, but here we are in a very nice and early Summit 4 NA Dota matchup. It's going to be Void Boys taking on
10
Unknown.
seconds
And
remaining.
if you didn't already see, we could take a quick peek at the bracket here. It's very,
5
very
seconds
early in the
remaining.
Summit 4. You're still looking at first round action here. The winner of this
Reserve
matchup, you can
time.
see on the far left side, they're going to be moving on to
Alchemist.
face Digital Chaos, who did have the one round bye
Radiant
here.
team
So
pick.
interesting startup, Void Boys. We've been seeing switches through their roster for quite a while. They've always been kind of missing some of their traditional Void Boys lineup, but this is a lineup we get to see for the first time because, well, I thought they said that Pat Soul is back. He is back, actually. Oh, he's wearing his real name. Pat Soul is here. This is probably the
10
hypest thing of this
seconds
whole
remaining.
matchup, if you guys didn't know, is Pat Soul is finally back. This guy
5
had
seconds
been
remaining.
on his own adventure. He was going to China to pursue school,
Reserve
and then
time.
looked to pick up from Dota thereafter, possibly even in China. But apparently, I guess he's been getting a lot of support from his parents, and he turned right back around and has returned back to America and back to his original team to compete. And this is a guy who has earned a lot of respect from a lot of the other NA Dota players. He was considered at the time to be one of the best Spectre players. If you check out his Dota buff, he might still be up there on a lot of those heroes. Very, very good at his position 1. And I'm excited to see him back here on Void Boys. And he'll be side by side, of course, with the classics Omega Poner, Snake King, Shanks, and Fly here. So we'll see how they can do. And their interesting matchup against Team Unknown, who we know is featuring their star-studded player, Haturo Yama, but I'm not sure if he's in this lineup right now or not. A lot of aliases flying around. Z-Talk I see is in there. So this should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to it here. I know it's a very small audience today. It's just going to be me casting for you, a KotLGuy solo adventure. Should be some good fun. Let's talk about the actual draft here as we hop into it.
Dire team pick.
Void Boys, with their first pick advantage, are going to
Dire
use it on
team
grabbing
ban.
up the Dark Seer. This comes after their ban on the Wisp Shadow Fiend. They followed up with an AA, so Void
Radiant
Boys
team ban.
already showing signs that they're going to go more into that huge team fight. And we look over to the side of Unknown after banning out Gyrocopter and Winter Wyvern. They're going to be picking up the Alchemist, a first pick Alchemist, and the follow-up Queen of Pain. Doesn't really
10
feel like the
seconds
normal
remaining.
new 6.85 meta that we've been seeing, which has
5
been a lot
seconds
around
remaining.
the Doom and Night Stalker. But Alchemist
Reserve time.
showing his face here for Unknown. That's pretty interesting here. They already got Queen of Pain, who is an AG candidate. I know I don't think they're going to be going into a serious AG
Dire
strat.
team ban.
Alchemist has been a bit hit or miss for me personally. I've been seeing a couple of lineups where they seem to bring him a huge amount of gold, but that almost ends up being the bottleneck for their own team. He takes up a lot of the farm, and then when he does get caught out,
10
he can
seconds
hand over
remaining.
quite the purse to the other team because he's just inflated with so much ridiculous net worth. But if you're able to
Radiant
get
team
a
ban.
grip on it, you can really use it to your advantage here. There's that Doom ban. Void Boys onto it this time. They're going to be removing the Doom. The early AA pickup is interesting to me, but at the same time I
Radiant
like
team
it.
pick.
It's the Ice Blast is going to work very well against Alchemist in his very, very strong ultimate, where he typically gets a huge amount of regen here. How much is it? 50, 75, and 100. Well, that all gets removed, of course, with the Ice Blast. So this is just kind of what looks like Void Boys' solution to deal with it here. Man, I hope Pat Soul plays Spectre. That'd be
10
pretty
seconds
awesome.
remaining.
That would make this day nice. I can't believe I'm
5
casting NA
seconds
Dota this early,
remaining.
but for Pat Soul, I'm excited. I'll try not to be too biased.
Reserve time.
Bans out on the Razor, bans out on the Emperor from the side of Unknown here. And we get to see where they want to go from here. Yet to even commit to any sort of support. support as of yet. There's still a lot of sweet and juicy options out there for him, but probably not going to be looking to commit to anything with too much sustain, but they will get the
Dire
Witch
team
Doctor
pick.
here.
Ranger at your
We'll have to be
service.
careful with the Voodoo Restoration and your
Radiant
Ice Blast, but you
team
get your
pick.
stun. And a quick response from Void Boys is picking up now Lady Windranger here. So, what I imagine being their mid laner, who I don't know who's taking over the mid lane now. Maybe even Snaking might hop back into the mid lane here. Snaking had been playing a lot of the off lane for Void Boys, but I've also seen Omega Poder play off lane. Shanks has typically
Dire
been
team
the
pick.
support. Fly, I believe, also could play off lane. I don't know what the hell they're going to plan on doing here, but I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a swap up here.
Anti-mage.
Storm Spirit, and the response immediately
Radiant
is an
team
AM, a Patzel anti-mage. To verify it was actually Patzel, I went and checked out his profile, and he'd been playing actually a lot of anti-mage recently, so this is going to be something very fresh for him, and very unfortunate for
10
Team Unknown.
seconds
They
remaining.
made a commitment now to the Mexican Blue Weatherman
5
here,
seconds
which
remaining.
many teams have forgotten about since the patch. And players do agree that the nerf to Storm Spirit is
Dire team
felt.
ban.
The mana use is pretty damn high now. Now in the later part of the game, it, could fix itself and you could have the Storm Spirit of old, but without having that as impactful snowball period, it could be a bit
10
more
seconds
difficult.
remaining.
And now when he even gets into a late game, he's going to be facing an AM. So
5 seconds
I think that was
remaining.
just an easy no-brainer pickup right there for Void Boys and Unknown. Maybe
Reserve
didn't
time.
do enough pre-measures to kind of work with the Storm Spirit. I'm curious to see what they're going to do to back him up here. Maybe they just get him something like an Omni Knight just to make sure he doesn't have to worry too much about the AM. He might have to get a Lincoln's now this game, which you don't want to have to do as a Storm Spirit, but he might have to. My audio is very low. Okay, I can work on that. I'm also talking a bit quiet because it's a bit early.
Radiant team pick.
I can bump it up here. No problem. There we go.
Night Stalker.
Hopefully that helps out a bit. There's the
Dire
Night
team
Stalker. Look at this nice bluish lineup Unknown have going for them. So they get their map control there. They also get a little bit of control with the silence. That'll work nicely against an AM. AM typically, wants to be kind of farming all game long. Now when that 4-minute and 8-minute nightfall comes around, AM might need to be a little more careful in the lane. You don't want to be on the bad end of a Night Stalker kind of roaming
10
in at you.
seconds remaining.
But this is what looks like a 4-position Night Stalker, so I don't know how much farm
5
he's going to end
seconds
up with here.
remaining.
Because you're looking at the laning matchup right now. There's only going to be a
Reserve
Witch Doctor
time.
to assist this Alchemist, so if Void Boys can put together a good start, which Snake King on his Darkseer shouldn't have too much trouble dealing with that. Alchemist is going to have a hard time dealing with those Ion Shells. I got to tell you, I already have a bit more faith in the Void Boys draft, but we'll see. Void Boys looking for the last pickup here. They need another support. All right, this is going along with their AA. It could be something a bit more greedy if they want. Something maybe to take control back from this Night Stalker a bit. No Wyvern, no Dazzle. They can get a Lion. A Lion would help out. Even additional counter for the Storm Spirit. They can get extra silence, like a Disruptor. That could help with the Queen of Pain and the Storm Spirit. Alchemist might also get contained easily with something like a Disruptor. I honestly would not mind that at all. If not that, you can get a Lion. Hell, you could get a Lina. A Rasta Pasta. Any of these things have great disable and some sort of control.
10
Also could help you with a bit of
seconds
push
remaining.
and help a bit with the Roche. You're on dire side after all.
5
Hell, you can
seconds
get like
remaining.
a Solar Crest candidate.
Rubik.
Rubik. All right. Whatever. Rubik works. I personally would have thought maybe the silence would have been a bit better to help with the Queen of Pain in the Storm, but hey, Rubik has got a plethora of spells to work with here. He's got a good lift. And I gotta say, I feel a bit more confident with this Void Boys lineup. Unknown, it's very greedy here. I mean, you're telling Alchemist, Queen of Pain, Storm Spirit all in the same team. So that is an off-lane Queen of Pain Mid-storm, safe lane farming Alk. I mean, don't get me wrong. This Alk, if he's able to bring in serious farm, he's got plenty of Agnum's partners here he could even hand it off to. Witch, Queen, and Night Stalker could all benefit from it.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, this will be a fun matchup. I'm looking forward to it here.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's hop into the action. Here we go, boys and girls. Can we get a pause to lead things out? Pause would just make this feel like normal Dota. No, we're not? Okay, wow. All right. We're actually going to play the game. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. It's the Summit for North America. And we are in the very first round here. It is going to be Team Unknown going toe-to-toe to the Void Boys on this bright and early morning. It's me, KotLGuy, going to bring you a nice little solo cast. And as the smokes get underway, we'll lead out with some early team introductions here. We got Team Unknown playing your Radiant side. We got Ryukugiyu. He's going to be playing your Queen of Pain. Sorry if I don't know their aliases properly. Zetok is back. He's going to be playing your Night Stalker. We got the Alchemist played by who could be Kotaro Hayama. I'm not too sure. Hatsune Miku is going to be playing your Witch Doctor. Along the bottom, yeah, we got / / he's going to be playing your Storm Spirit. And he is missing this action here as Void Boys do a one-man smoke movement and come up with nobody. Snake King leading out the front, going to be playing your Wind Ranger. Pat Soul is back, and he's going to be playing your AM. We got Fly, not the Fly. This is a support, different Fly. He's going to be playing your Rubik. We got Mr. Omega Poner back in his offlane role on the Darkseer. And last but not least, we got Shanks, of course. He's going to be playing your Ancient Apparition. So as I was anticipating during the draft, Void Boys have changed up their roles a little bit. Snake King used to be on the off lane, has jumped into the middle lane. Uh-oh, that cast has Bop Fly. It actually hops an additional time, but not enough of a follow-up. They're not going to be able to stop the Alchemist from getting his precious Grievel's Greed rune. Ooh, wonderful. What has he bought? Did he buy a bottle right away? He did. He got a bottle right away. It's coming out right now. Is that him? It is. He's going to be a mid-lane Alch with an early bottle. Going against the Wind Ranger here. Once he starts getting that acid spray, this could become a bit more sticky for Snake King. What the hell's happening up here? Zetok getting muscled out of the lane. Not really surprised that 3-on-2. There is kill potential right now for Void Boys, and a simple Night Stalker is not going to be able to zone them back. So this is where the Unknown lineup might run into a bit of trouble. Zetok does return, Shanks a little bit with a nuke, but these two are going to have a hard time keeping their positions in this lane. One of these two supports from Void Boys could hand off and look to go for a pull, but the camp has been blocked. And they do have a sentry, yet to use it though. Shanks will probably look to get back there, but they're putting a bit more into zoning back and creating space for their AM, which I certainly don't blame them for. They'll continue to trade. Shadow Strike will be committed here, but both supports will continue to regen up. They'll be fine. They'll step back. They'll probably deward this, get the pull camp back and ready to go. They still have this side camp to pull through with, which if they could time it out, they could do it right now. No, actually the lane's going to be here to meet, so they'll just continue their trade, and they'll try their best to keep this Queen of Pain in check. And Zetok, it looks like he'll just have to deal with that. Speaking of dewarding and everything, Hatsune is going to have to work with this pull camp now, but has to get back into the lane. You can't not make sure Omega Poner's getting so much, so he shows up and tries to force him back, but Poner ain't too scared. They got a good block on the camp here. And look at this. He actually has put down an appropriate sentry, but he hasn't found the ward yet. It's hidden. It's that stinky little ward that's hidden in the trees, and he can't quite see. So this is a beautiful job from Void Boys. And a wonderful job by me missing First Blood. It was en route to the 2-minute rune. It looks like they scouted out the Night Stalker. They pincered him inside the canyon, and they got their kill. Didn't need to see it anyways. Let me just shake some of that morning residual sand out of my eyes, and we'll be ready to play some Dota. Oh, here we go. A commitment on this top lane. They're looking to go for Shanks as a return kill, and they're going to get it. Pat Soul's not going to be forced to TP, or blink in, rather. And they're going to go for Zetok here. No, Pat Soul eating a lot of damage. He goes down. Oh, huge right now for Unknown. Oh, Rio. That was a two-man takedown there. Pat Soul blinking in, committing to be part of the action. Ends up losing his own life. You see the Night Stalker here does a self-deny after the fisticuffs, and we'll be Getting the free trip back to base. Oh, that is unfortunate for Void Boys. Bright thing going for him is that Mr. Omega Poner here has a lot of CS, 14 and 1, level 4 already. But now already you're going to see Ryu level 4 on this Queen of Pain because of this breakout. Puts her in a very nice spot. 30 seconds is going to be that first Nightfall as Night Sucker returns to the lane. They're going to be committing in for this Queen of Pain. They're trying to rid of enough mana so she can't blink away, but she will be able to blink out. And she's going to get healed up here, it looks like. Or she's got her bottle that was transported from the Night Stalker. And is going to head for the 4-minute rune on bottom. This will leave some time for Z-Talk to get some solo XP. Flies on route here. Well, it's not a good person you want to cliff. Trying to contest. Here comes Snake King. Sweeping in. Throws it right towards Snake King. There's going to be no shackle. And, man, Ryu is also able to pick up the regen rune. Very good for him. But look at this. Shanks is in trouble. He is getting chunked down right now from Z-Talk. That first Nightfall comes into play. And AA has no answer about it. Patzel can't help out. He's dedicated to the lane, dedicated to the farm. And Unknown off to a hot start here now, 3-1. And there's that pause. It came a little late, but yeah. Oh, but apparently it was a misclick, so we'll get back in underway. Snake King getting a lot of damage here in the mid lane. Oh, look at that. Very expensive courier. Good for you, Snake King. It's not his, but Void Boy's another one of those teams similar like Leviathan that always seem to have some of the best hats in Dota. Oh, big farm pickup right there for Darkseer. Pushing up to 18 CS. Mid lane, flies here. They're going to do the bottle trick. It's abuse, but he'll hand it back off to his buddy Snake King, who's going to get a quick extra bottle charge. They're going to drop some obs in the mid lane. All the meanwhile, Alchemist, who continues to farm up. Is he going straight for a Midas as well? Maybe. He's got 500 gold in reserve. 20 CS to 24 and 18. 18 denies for Snake King mid lane. Patzel's in trouble! He's dead. Oh, I tried to go for the deny. That salve might have thrown off the deny, but it also might not have. I don't know if that makes sense, but that would have been very difficult for them to time out. Shank shows himself in lane. He's dead because Night Stalker's coming around the corner. It's still Nightfall, and there it is. They're coming in for Shanks. Ryu's going to lead it off with a Shadow Strike, and he is done for. Boom! Ryo dominating already on his Queen of Pain. The strong start continues here for Team Unknown as they push ahead 5-1. We're going to get another pause. Was it another misclick? No, he needs to restart apparently, so Snake King is going to have to step out for a moment. Can't click the mini-map properly. That's unfortunate. How's Omega Poner doing? He's already got a Soul Ring, Mango, 800 gold. 1 level in the vacuum. Still needs more time before he's team fight ready to go. Could say the same here for your Storm at level 6, but gotta tell you, I was expecting a bit more trouble from Unknown at the start of this game, but they are not. They're having a good time. Their Queen of Pain's getting way too much in this offlane setup. This offlane dual lane turned wonderful ever since that 2-man trade. Pat Soul got involved and lost his own life. They have been really flexing their power advantage in this lane. You're looking at a Queen of Pain who is now level 6. Level 6 Queen of Pain, offlane Queen of Pain. Partnered up with Z-Talk here. Still at level 3, but they got what they wanted out from this lane. That's this Queen of Pain being leveled up. And it looks like Storm is going to be able to bop the Haster, and Omega Poner will not be able to get to that one. Heads out the other way, but the hasted Storm Spirit actually in pursuit. No Vortex pull, but it's enough to force Omega Poner to at least surge and walk back away here. What about Snake King? About to get level 7, still trying to go for the phase boots. Just needs more time, needs more time. Alchemist has a big stack of gold he's going to start farming through here. And he actually went for the tread. So no Midas there. We'll see if he decides to go straight Ags, and he's like trying to be an Ags build-up person, which at this rate could actually work out. Imagine the scary Queen of Pain with an early Ags.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Could
attack.
happen. Otherwise, he might build into something like a Maelstrom or a Battle Fury and just farm himself. So these supports continue to just hang by Pat's soul here. They're hoping to still get this game to bounce back on him. He's 28-8, still very low on CS as it goes. We switch over to net worth. He's still pretty low there. He's got that, ring of regen buildup, but has yet to get the ring of health. So he's still quite a ways off from getting a comfortable Battle Fury at this point. And they'll know the Queen of Pain is missing. She's going to be out for possible blood here. She's got her level 7, so Sonic Wave is now ready to go. And she's going mid lane. They want to get a kill here on this Snake King.
Trust me, you didn't want it anyway.
Alchemist trying to bait her in a bit. No concoction, but look who's coming around the corner. Z-Talk is there. They want Snake King dead. He better keep hiding. Rio is very close. Alchemist showing himself in lane, though, and being this confident farming, and everyone else missing has gotten Snake King a bit curious, so he'll head out to the bottom side to pick up the safer rune, which is a bounty at the bottom. They'll instead grab the illusion at the top. Rio's going to make his return. He's going to see Fly here, but if Rio really wanted to, he could just jump and kill the support right now. He's thinking about it. Shadow Strike, Scream, Sonic Wave, and he's dead. I mean, I don't know. That was pretty obvious. Ryu's going to get that easy kill. They're not going to be able to stop him. And it looks like Z-Talk makes his sweep through. Daytime now, though, for this Night Stalker, so he'll just have to find a place to farm up. For Poner, though, he's got his headdress now complete. He's trying to build into a mech, but the problem is that there's so much farm coming together already. Another kill. Ryu is just cleaning up these supports. Okay, that's a friendly shackle. I see you there, Snake King, and they're going to be able to bring down the Queen of Pain. Patsoul does get that kill, and that gets him a nice unstoppable streak, an additional 600+ gold for a Queen of Pain who got a bit greedy going for those supports. And Alchemist has quickly, like, nearly 3k gold. He could be going right for a Radiance here. Man, he bumped up quick in his net worth. 5.4k. Second place is your Queen of Pain right now. Unknown. Wonderful start for him. This is going to be a hard game for Void Boys. They're going to go late. They got to go real late at this point. I mean, you got to hope AM is going to be ready to go. Wind Ranger's going to need a serious amount of farm. They have the team fight around this Darkseer, but this early game is not going to get any easier. Queen of Pain's already doing as she pleases. The Storm Spirit has yet to come online. And Alchemist continues to farm up. Lots of... Fly's dead. Ryu gets that kill. 8-2 now, but... I mean, if things are already going this well for this multi-core lineup, then... it's going to be a long game for the Void Boys. Back at mid lane, Snake King is just going to be zoned back in from this acid spray. Can't even comfortably sit in lane to farm. And if you're forced to sit behind your tower like this in your own lane, under the tower against the offlaner, then something ain't going right. Rio is happy to bully them back and continue to do work inside this tier 1. Has help nearby. They're spotted out now. But, you know, this poor little support, like Shanks, he's not getting a whole lot. Looks like the second I pointed out, he recognizes it. He'll head to the mid lane to get some farm there. But this leaves Patsoul with very little assistance. It looks like Snake King is going to make a rotation here to the top lane. Do they have kill power, though? Against these three, I don't know. Maybe if Night Stalker was level 6, it'd be a very, very easy for Unknown, but looks like they want to pull back. They got this very nice deep ward from Unknown, so they saw the rotation. They don't want anything to do with it. So they'll back up and away. AA will continue to farm up this mid lane. Trying to get to that level 6. Would help out against the Alchemist ultimate, but Alchemist is going for a Radiance, man. He's got a Relic already and 500 gold on top of it. This is going to be a really fast Radiance. Really fast Radiance. Uh-oh, Rio's got
Dire's middle tower
Sonic
is under
Wave
attack.
ready to go. 12-minute rune's going to pop up. It'll be Illusion. He's happy to snag that one, but they are pinging out exactly where Snake King is. They got the nighttime advantage. They quickly jump in. They got the silence, and they're going to get the kill. Snake King is done for. Unknown continue their assault in this early game, pushing up now 9-2. And we haven't even seen this Storm do anything yet. He's freaking 0-0-0, but he's got 81 and 12 CS. He's just more of an insurance policy right now for Unknown. As they go mid lane, they're going to get another kill. Z-Talk is going to pick up that one, taking down Shanks. This might be a quick game one. There are very few outs at this point for Void Boys, and they're playing the kind of game that can't afford a start like this, and they are having a start like this. Now, Pat Soul does have a Perseverance. It's actually more than I was expecting. I was going to say he was lucky if he'd have his Perseverance, but he does. I mean, look at that. Look at that. He gets a Perseverance. This guy's got a freaking Radiance here. A Radiance. And he's just going to go and farm. No one's going to stop him. All Void Boys are busy like being very defensive and maybe looking for potential setups. Now, they do smoke and move. With what intel they got on the map, they know mid's all missing. Alchemist is probably somewhere farming. But they're hoping to get a go here on this bottom lane. But they better hope they have a lot of lockdown. This Storm Spirit's level 10. He's got the jump.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And now he knows everyone's missing, so he's just hiding under this tower. Opponent will show himself. And they're rotating in some assistance here. They got Witch Doctor. Are they looking to go in? Level 2 vacuum. As they're thinking about a dive here, up in the woods, they're looking for Pat Soul. Look at this. They're just... Pat Soul's like, I don't like this. Doesn't have vision there, but... this one Z-Talk Night Stalker is doing his part. Pat Soul's like, okay, I think it's safe. I'm going to go farm now. No? Is it? No, I don't think so. Oh, God. Yeah, this is precious farm time this AM needs, and he is not able to do it. He is scared. Unsuccessful smoke movement for Void Boys. They're not going to find their opportunity. Back to farm for Team Unknown here. Storm Spirit now continues to push on in, looking to go for an Orchid. An Orchid is actually already almost done as well on this Queen of Pain. The comeback factor right now for Void Boys is this Darkseer mech. If they could put it to use right away, which they've been trying to do. They're even trying to see if they can force out a fight mid lane, and Snake King is going to try to push down this tier 1. They might get their fight. Z-Talk is thinking about coming in from behind, and Ryu has got a DD. Shanks is TPing away. Oh, they're going to cut off someone on the way back. It's going to be Snake King. He might pop up this hill. They're thinking about it here. They're not going to commit yet, but now they look to go in. Silence is there, but it's a bit out of position. They don't want to chase in too far for it. Unknown playing the safer game. Decide to step back and maybe look for an opportunity possibly on Pat Soul himself. He's gone.
Dire's bottom tower
Shanks is like,
attack.
I'm so close to level 6. If I could just get level 6, then I can Ice Blast. I can't do much else. Oh, look who's coming from behind. They're going to see Z-Talk here. Power shot. Shackle will connect. Fly a bit anxious with the lift. They do time out the CC on top of each other, but it looks like it's not necessary. Or is it? Okay.
It was an act of charity.
Good cleanup. Pat Soul's going to get the last hit. The one who will need the farm here.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And that
attack.
gets him almost towards the next component of his Battle Fury. Mid lane, they get a shackle and a wall here. Omega opponent trying to stall out maybe the vacuum, looking to pull him back through it. No, not going to be able to get it. Jump in now from Storm Spirit, and they're going to get the Snake King kill. They're going to look for a follow-up. Ice Blast is off its mark. Beautiful lift, pop back, and they're going to blow him up. Here comes the Death Ward from Hatsune. And they're going to wipe out a couple. That's going to be the 4th takedown. Unknown secure a 4-for-1 trade. It's a huge fight.
Dire's middle tower
And
is
what
under
looked
attack.
like one of the hopeful turnarounds for Void
Dire's
Boys, they end up
structures are
losing
fortified.
far too much. Get it? I got it.
Dire's middle tower
Oh
has
man,
fallen.
he has a Manta? Freaking Alchemist Gaming, man. You click away, you click back on this here. He got another bounty run. You click again on this hero, and he's got a
Dire's
whole new
top
item.
tower is under
Manta
attack.
Radiance, 13.5k. Hello? Next closest on the side of Void Boys is 5.7k from Omega Poner. This unknown lineup is disgusting. Okay, now if Void Boys can make a fight happen and win it, they will get a ton of gold. But that is a tall order. That is such a tall order. Orchid done on Queen of Pain. Orchid done on Storm Spirit. Hi, how you doing? That's an Orchid. Boom, bang. See you later.
Did you say stop?
My name's KotLGuy. Shackle, not going to catch, trying to utilize the catapult. I love it. But Snake King ends up getting hit from a cask and even a free Maledict here. Oh my goodness. He even has a Glimmer Cape? Unknown are just way too farmed at this point. Way too farmed. Here comes trouble. Z-Talk steps in with the darkness. What a coconut between the two! Sets up a beautiful jumping from Storm that will commit all of his mana. But what a nice Ice Blast on the return fire here from Void Boys. They're going to be able to clean up the Storm Spirit. Will they get any more from it? Well, Ryu's here now. They're stepping in. Beautiful over-the-top jump is going to bring them all low. They're going to get the secondary cleanup, taking out the Witch Doctor. But they're low now. And Ryu can now clean house. They're going to get the first kill on the fly. Jumps up, back and behind. They're going to get Omega Poner there. Darkseer goes down. Now they caught the other two. Snake King's in trouble. Oh, man. They lose 4 again. They're about to lose 5 with Pat Soul getting orchided up. This game might be just over.
Dire's middle tower is
That's a
under
full
attack.
5-man takedown for only 2. And somehow Void Boy still got 668 gold out of it. That's just how far and ahead Unknown are at this point.
Radiant's top tower.
I
Dire's
don't think
middle
there's going to be a
tower has
comeback here for
fallen.
Void Boys. You're talking 2 heroes now with Orchid to deal with this AM. This AM is going to have nowhere safe to farm. He goes into any side lane, you have to fear about a blinking Queen of Pain. You have to worry about a jumping Storm Spirit. And all the meanwhile, Alchemist is going to be beating you in that farm
Dire's
race.
bottom tower is under attack.
Pat Soul doesn't even have his Battle Fury complete yet. Alchemist, he can open a shop selling Battle Furies at this rate. He's got nearly 3k gold. I wonder if he starts getting Agnum Scepters now. This is ridiculous. This is stomping. 20k gold already before 20 minutes. What's he doing? Whoops. Trying to get a crafty play there on a Pat Soul, but
Dire's top tower
not
is
happening
under
there,
attack.
sir.
Radiant's
comes Void
middle
Boys.
tower is under attack.
They're smoked up. They still
Dire's
believe.
structures are fortified.
They want a fight. Can they find the fight they want?
Dire's top tower.
Here it
has
comes.
fallen.
Maybe mid lane for Storm Spirit. There's the shackle right there. Snake King. Oh,
Middle tower
doesn't
has
find it. Now goes for it. Oh, sidestepped. Goes right into Fly's lift, right into an Ice Blast, and they get their kill. Here comes the answer, though, from Unknown. They sweep it from behind. Huge Sonic Wave annihilates the ancient apparition. And now they look for Snake King. There's the Orchid, even a Death Ward, for God's sakes. Concoction connects on the fly, and they take 3. Void Boys, you know, good smoke jump on the Storm Spirit, but they lose 3 in exchange. Pat Soul trying to find some farm. He just wants a Battle Fury, bro. Can't get it. 100 gold away, though. He'll be able to get it at the clear of this one. But you got Queen of Pain, who has an Ags. Wait. Oh, that's not even a... That's a self-purchased Ags. He might give the Night Stalker an Ags. What did he buy? Oh, he is buying an Ags! He's probably going to get for this Night Stalker if they want to, like, really make sure they won this game. I mean, or the Witch Doctor, I guess, but this is just crazy. This is a stomping. Now it looks like Team Unknown are going to head to the pit. Void Boys scouted out. And that will be the end of the Alchemist ulti. And they're actually going to step away here.
Thank you.
Alright, and there's your Agnums. Now into the hands of Night Stalker. They'll go back into the pit. They will resume. Void Boy's thinking about that. They can't do anything about this. Just go farm. I think it's better to just farm and see what kind of high ground defense you can scrap together, to be honest, because you're not stopping this. Roche is down. Easy Aegis pickup. And now you've shown yourself. They're just going to jump you, and there they go. Storm Spirit leads in. Beautiful Sonic Wave. Now they'll drop an Ice Blast. They'll drop their huge team fight, but they are not going to be living from this one. They quickly lose 4. Patsol's the lone survivor. Now a gem is down, but they are going to be able to recover it. Will they? Yeah, they will. I thought Void Boys or Patsol was going to jump in and quickly get it, but not. Didn't Alchemist just finish an Agnum Scepter? He has 34 freaking 100 gold. He might just buy an axe now for the Witch Doctor. A Shadow Blade? Oh, come on. Now that's just mean. Shadow Blade now done on this Queen of Pain. And it's amazing to see here with so much net worth. I mean, Alchemist has a lot, of course, but this is a non-Grievous Greed Queen of Pain who is 15-1-4 right now. She has been doing all the muscle work this game, making the room for Alchemist to farm up. Hell, Storm Spirit also doesn't really need to be worrying about too much this game. Now they do make a commitment in. There's going to be the Orchid. Shanks is dead. Void Boys are just not going to be able to get out of their base. They are not going to be able to get out from their base. Uh-oh. Fly. No. No! Here comes the Night Stalker! Godlike now for Rio. As Team Unknown continue to just pummel Void Boys here in Game 1. What did he end up buying? AC now complete, by the way, for your Alchemist. And it looks like Team Unknown are going to be going for the bottom tier 2 tower. Will Void Boys be able to stop them from doing it? Snake King, who's trying to build into his Agnum Scepter. Even Shanks has got a point booster for himself. We look to Patsol. Patsol, he's got a Battle Fury done. He's trying to get that Yasha.
Dire's bottom tower has
Trying to get a Yasha. We look over to Alchemist. The Manta had been done for what feels like 10 minutes now, if you want to compare.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And now any area which Void Boys were trying to secure is going to be taken apart as Z-Talk has his gem. They smoke, and they want to go for Patsol here. But Patsol already heads out. We'll TP back into base. Looks like Union, Union. Unknown are going to be changing targets here. They're going to look to go for a push, possibly. Now, there has got to be some respect there for Void Boys in their high ground defense. Unknown just can't carelessly charge themselves into the base. There is still team fight from Void Boys. A misguided Storm Spirit could lead to their own destruction with a good Mana Void, and you got the wall and the Ice Blast on top of it. But Void Boys are going to be stuck in a situation where they are going to have to be buddy-buddy. This is not a chance for anyone to kind of be a hero and go off on their own. Because the second they do, Unknown recognize it like this. They see Snake King by himself, jump in Orchid. There's the pull back, and there's the kill. Follow-up tries to come, but Alchemist is already on the move. Gets off a good stun. That forces a vacuum wall. There's the cleanup, and 2 go down, and now Void Boys do not have a wall for defense, and that means Unknown could go into the high ground. See that chain of events right there? This all started with Snake King farming mid lane in what you think would be a safe area. Not if Unknown have anything to say about it. They're going to get the quick and easy takedown on Snake King. They're going to force out the fight, and they're going to get the racks, and that's going to be game. 26 minutes in, about 27 minutes in, is going to wrap things up for game number 1. Team Unknown will take it, and Void Boys are going to go down their first match. It is a best of 3, though. But my God, game number 1 was all Team Unknown all day. I was actually pretty confident in the Void Boys draft because I felt like maybe Team Unknown had gone just a bit too greedy. But it looked like Void Boys didn't have any way to punish the greed. Queen of Pain, ever since that fight top lane, that is when things just went downhill so fast. When they were able to get those 2 kills, and then Pat Soul even blinked in from the lane because he thought they were going to be able to get the turnaround kill for him, and then he ended up dying. Oh my God, that was the turnaround point, and it never got any easier since then. So we'll see if things can turn around for Void Boys, though, in game number 2. This is the Summit for North America, and I know it's a bit early here for North America, and there's other action happening right now, but I appreciate everyone coming by and hanging out. This is KotLGuy for Beyond the Summit, doing just a bit of a solo cast today, but let's get ready to hop into game 2 action, folks. We'll see you soon.